The first time the bell rang, there were no students in the building, no teachers, no cleaners, no electricity. And yet, at exactly 3:33 a.m., the old school bell echoed across the empty valley, loud enough to wake the entire town. 3 long chimes, slow, hollow, wrong. The police blamed faulty wiring. The principal blamed vandals. But the people who lived nearby knew something else. Because the abandoned Horrifying secondary school had been closed for 15 years, and before it shut down, 3 students disappeared inside it on the same night at the same time. 3:33 a.m. My name is Ren Takahashi. I didn't believe in ghost stories. Not until my sister went missing. Aiko was a journalism student, obsessed with urban legends and forgotten places. When she called me 2 weeks before she vanished, her voice sounded breathless with excitement. "Rin," she said, "I found proof about the bell." I laughed. "What bell?" "The one that rings when someone is chosen." The call ended suddenly. Static swallowed her voice. That was the last time anyone heard from her. Police searched briefly, but adults disappear all the time. Cases fade. But I found her camera bag in her apartment. Inside it was a notebook. One sentence repeated across every page. "It rings for the next student." Kurokami Secondary sat outside town, hidden behind cedar forests and rusted fencing. Even during daylight, it felt wrong. Windows stared like empty eye sockets. Paint peeled from the walls like shedding skin. The air smelled damp like rain trapped for years. I arrived just before sunset. The gate was chained, but someone had cut through recently. Aiko had been here. Inside, the corridors swallowed sound. My footsteps echoed too slowly, as if the building reacted a second late. Lockers stood open, shoes still lined the entrance, as though students had simply stopped existing midday. Then I noticed something strange. Every classroom clock was frozen, all showing the same time, 3:33. Deep within the forgotten archives of an old school, a chilling mystery lay buried, waiting to be unearthed. 15 years ago, during exam season, 3 students vanished without a trace. Their names echoed through the empty halls. Haruto Sato, Mina Ishikawa, Daiichi Mori, all gone, leaving behind only questions and a lingering sense of dread. Tonight the school stands silent, cloaked in darkness. Only a flickering flashlight dares to pierce the oppressive gloom. Then, a sound. The distant, haunting echo of a school bell, ringing long after midnight when all should be still. Search teams scoured these corridors, their hopes fading with each empty classroom. They found nothing. A teacher's chilling account. The bell rang again after we locked the building. And I saw students walking toward Class 3C, but Class 3C doesn't exist. It's not on any floor plan, a phantom room in a forgotten wing. As night deepens, the protagonist's flashlight flickers, a lone beacon against the encroaching shadows. Footsteps echo, soft and dragging, not their own. An unseen presence follows, just out of sight. A whispered call into the void, met only by silence. Then, a faint, unsettling sound of chalk scraping from upstairs. Each step up the creaking stairs feels heavier, the air growing thick with an unseen, chilling presence. At the end of the hallway, a door. Faded paint, barely legible, reads 3C, the impossible made real. A slow, agonizing creak as the door begins to open. revealing the darkness within. What horrors lie beyond? Inside, desks are perfectly arranged, covered in dust. Yet 3 chairs stand eerily clean, as if recently used. On the chalkboard, a message, stark and chilling. Welcome back. A greeting from the past. The air grows colder, a visible fog escaping the protagonist's lips. The temperature drops, a supernatural chill. Suddenly, the school bell rings, deafening and violent, at precisely 3:33 a.m. The climax begins. Metal screeches through the hallways, lights flicker wildly. The school awakens with a terrifying, unnatural energy. The classroom fills with silent, motionless students dressed in outdated uniforms, their eyes fixed forward. One student turns, her eyes hollow, lifeless. It's Mena, one of the vanished returned. The protagonist whispers her name, Mina. Her lips move. A chilling response, "You're late." The bell rings again, a final deafening peal. All the students stand, chairs scraping in unison, a symphony of dread. Near the teacher's desk, another figure materializes. Aiko, smiling, her presence a final terrifying revelation. The bell's echo fades into the silence, leaving the protagonist's fate unknown, lost in the haunted halls of the school. They say some places hold secrets, whispered through generations. Tonight, we delve into one such tale. Ren, a skeptic, found himself drawn to its legend. He rushed through the dim halls, seeking answers. Aiko, his friend, seemed strangely composed, her eyes holding a knowing, unsettling calm. She met him with a chilling warning, her voice barely a whisper in the silence. The old clock on the wall read precisely 3:33 a.m., its hands frozen in time. Aiko spoke of the school's true nature and a choice made by an unseen bell. Then the shadows began to move. Students' forms stretched unnaturally long. A violent clang echoed. The school itself seemed to recoil, walls trembling. Lockers slammed shut with deafening force. The very air grew heavy with dread. From the darkness, figures emerged. Students, their faces blank, began to approach Ren. He reached for Aiko, but his hand passed through her like mist. She was gone. Aiko's voice echoed, a final haunting whisper as the classroom door burst open. Ren fled through twisting, endless corridors. Doors appeared and vanished. The bell's menacing sound grew louder, a relentless pursuit in the darkness. He burst out into the cold night air, gasping. An abrupt, chilling silence fell. Behind him, the school's lights extinguished one by one, plunging it into darkness. The school was demolished, its secrets buried. But the whispers persisted in town. Months later, Ren awoke in his apartment. His clock was stopped at 3:33 a.m. Then, his shadow stretched and moved. Before he did, the haunting lingered. This tale is a warning from Japanese folklore, a chilling reminder. If you ever hear a bell ringing when no one else does, don't answer it. Share your own unexplained experiences below and subscribe for more Japanese horror stories.